Hello, Mitchell.
Good afternoon.
What's going on today?
Not too much. We got some work done this morning. We're gonna head off to the gym. Not the most exciting session in the world, but a little bit of bodybuilding, make sure the shoulders stay healthy and get the work done.
Yeah, you look like you've really been putting in some work here. These, you got the cut-off shirt here.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah, well, after the Perfect Sports advertisement, I thought I should embrace my Canadian nature a little bit more. So I've let the beard grow out. I've got on my Canadian kit and I'm ready to go.
All right, well, I'll catch you at the gym.
Ready? Left octagonal window.
Oh, that was close.
Nearly the right octagonal window. It had a bit of curve to it. Last try.
No. You think I could get it? First try.
You want to get it first try? Okay. This is gonna be good for videography. Ready?
Got it.
Good. Do it.
Oh, that was not even close.
Oops. Focus on the window.
I could see it.
You got it?
Yep.
Perfect touch.
All right, off to the gym. We've made it.
We're here, ready to train. It is pretty basic day today. We're doing some rear delt raises, some lateral raises, external rotation, face pull, wader walks, shoulder health stuff, shoulder stability stuff. If you think about the events in the finals, max dumbbell and fingers is going to be particularly demanding on shoulder stability, so dedicating a day to that. It's also an area in which I lack the base that a lot of guys have. I'm not as big and as strong chest and shoulders as most, so working on weaknesses while preparing for comps. So here we go.
Any cues for isolating the rear delts in a movement like this?
It's such a boring thing to talk about, isn't it? I mean, biomechanically, if you externally rotate your arm, you're taking it off of your rear delts, and you're taking it off of your back, and you're turning it into like more of a lateral raise. So trying to keep the elbows pointed out to the side, but God, what a boring topic.
I will say that mustache is looking good.
It's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better than the first go around, for sure.
Yeah, I learned. I do need to shape it properly for Royal Albert Hall. Get a good twist in there.
You think it's gonna happen?
No. But I'd love it to happen. I don't think it will.
I constantly see people commenting that you should probably train in sand for the carry.
Probably.
What are your thoughts on that?
Tough to find sand when there's snow all over the ground, isn't it? Also, how hard is it to walk in sand?
Yeah, like I don't really see, especially for you in particular, like I don't see it being like a...
I've walked in sand plenty of times before. I know the story. Like, pick up your feet a bit more, and it's going to be a bit slower. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll, when I do it, I'll like really drag my feet and create potholes for the next guy.
Biggest thing we're focusing on?
Just doing it.
Keeping it over your head, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, shoulder stability, trying to engage the rotator cuff, trying to shrug the shoulder, but Again, it's all boring.
If you could give 2 cues, what would they be?
God, for this, elevate the scapula, bring your AC joint to your ear, and actively stabilize the shoulder. Actively squeeze everything around the shoulder, keep it protected.
You're having so much fun today.
It's a bit mind-numbing, isn't it? Ready? Single arm clean and press.
Yeah.
48 kilos.
Oh, power. Got the spell casting hand out. Is that it for these?
I'm gonna do a couple with a lighter kettlebell and go bottoms out, just to go up on the stability, down on the intensity. Tip with these guys, anyone can squeeze the handle so hard that the dumbbell inertia doesn't really matter. The key is to have a super loose hand, so the responsibility is on your elbow to stay under your hand rather than your hands doing the work for you.
Science.
Fun tip. It's a fun tip. That's.
Adding to the fun
I hope
tips
you got
today.
something from this video.
How many days a week do you have accessory movements like this? Just one
Just
main
one.
day?
Yeah, just one. It very well could be my request to come into the gym 5 days a week met with low intensity, no sympathetic strain activity. This is the hardest bit of all of the training to me. Is like doing just some of this basic boring stuff, because you don't get into the sport because you enjoy building a base. You get into the sport because you enjoy lifting heavy things, and even with my athletes, I'll get them to do stuff that builds a base, but doesn't mean you want to do it yourself.
So how many hard training sessions do you still have?
A week or in total?
No, like leading up.
Probably 8 or so.
Any more hard ones?
Yeah, something like that.
Ooh, I'm a big boy.
That's about it. 320.5 smackaroos. Last year at Worlds, despite my dramatically different neck circumference, I was about 315. So we're talking 5 pounds over a year.
I definitely think that's the biggest difference I've noticed. And like looking back at footage and stuff,
Yeah.
it's just like your neck
Yeah,
size.
genuinely, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. I like, even since high school, I was so, like, guys would ask me, how do you get a big neck? In like admiration. And I'm like, it's horrendous. Like, you can't lie down and breathe. You see, sleeping is impacted. You gotta wear the CPAP. I think it's a very unusual look, but desirable by some, I guess, for what it's worth. Next up on today's fun at the gym is external rotations. Wow. Here are my top 20 tips for external rotation.
Yeah, give it to me. What's an interesting fact about the rotator cuff that people might not know?
That if you cut the 4 tendons of the rotator cuff, the only thing holding the humerus on the body is skin.
You know, it's funny though. People will find this interesting. for how boring you make it seem.
People very, very often have supraspinatus tears, and very often those people are asymptomatic. But that's far and away the most common impacted joint, or rotator cuff tendon. And oftentimes your imaging results and the feeling is completely unlinked, not correlated at all. In fact, slap tears, a type of labrum tear in the shoulder, is seen in greater than 75% of people over 50 who are asymptomatic. So 3 to 4 people asymptomatic have slap tears, which some physicians will still call something that calls for surgery. Fun fact, if you have a sore shoulder and you get it scanned and you don't get the not sore shoulder scanned, you're virtually wasting your time. Also, all of the physical assessments of the shoulder and of the rotator cuff, they all conflate with each other. So the long-headed biceps, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, all of these tests, if you look at what they actually are and you look at the specificity and reliability, it'll say be 40% specific for long-headed biceps, and it'll be 60% specific for supraspinatus. Really means nothing. You need to be able to multiply the specificity and reliability together, the likelihood, and it has to be greater than 95% for you to treat that as clinically reliable. And in none of the physical tests of your rotator cuff can you do that. So all you can really go off is movement patterns, what feels painful, what can't you tolerate, how can we get you back to tolerating that. That's my shoulder spiel. I think we're gonna go 3 minutes for time.
3 minutes for time.
3 minutes for distance. Comment what you think I could hit. Distance in 3 minutes on a treadmill at a 1% incline, so it better simulates the real world. The key to running well is soft cheeks.
Soft cheeks.
Yeah. Soft cheeks mean a relaxed body.
We're not talking about the cheeks on your face? How far did you get?
0.38 of a mile. $608 meters.
Nailed it.
Not bad. Think about this. You go, okay, what's the most important quality for us to be able to do well at Worlds? Think of the event and take the fitness element away. Say you wanted to train fitness a different way. Start with the loading medley, obviously running. Conans, obviously direct carryover in terms of endurance of the legs. Shield carry, obvious endurance of the legs. What else do we have?
Deadlift reps.
Truck pull, obvious endurance in the legs. Deadlift, you could train that indirectly. But I'm gonna say there's 4 or 5 events that all directly relate to your ability to run. So, sort of, arguably, one of the most important things to do, you'd think. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Become a member. We'll catch you next time.